You can still hear me? You can still see me? Everything?
Yes. Yes, we can see you. We can hear you. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. So, as I said, I'm really excited. It was a mess during the last, or the last lesson was a mess. So, do you know, I'm so excited, and I haven't slept very well, and I ask myself all the time, okay, am I good enough to do it? And is my story good enough to do it? And is my English good enough to do it? And maybe you know all those questions, because this is a female way of thinking. Am I good enough? And probably you know this situation, and probably you know, and you yourself asking yourself all the time, or sometimes those questions. So, am I good enough? Maybe I start with telling you my story. It is a long story and not a really nice story, but I only focus on two things. But the good news is the story changed almost exactly 6 years ago. But two aspects of my story were really, are with me my whole life, and still impacting my life a bit. I'm aware of this, but I try to deal with it, but it's still strong. Core beliefs I have in my backpack. And the one thing is because of my mother. My mother was a very, very hardworking woman, because she had 3 children and no husband. Oh, she had one, my father, but he left when I was a very young child. So she has to bring up us 3 alone as a woman, and I'm turning 60 within the next 2 weeks. So it was a time where women had to have a husband, and it was not very common to bring up the children alone. So she had to do it, and she had several jobs. And what I learned was, you have to work really, really, really hard to achieve things. And the second point was my experience as a girl, or a woman later as well. I was a very active girl. I was loud. I was full of energy. I played with the boys. I was running around, and I was not a good girl. I wasn't quiet. I wasn't not well behaved in the point of view of other people. And at school, I felt really jealous about the other good girls who was, because the teacher loved them, of course, because it was very easy to deal with them, because they were always very, very well behaved and nice, and said all the time, they say yes to everything. And I was a bit the opposite. And I learned, what I really learned was, I'm not good enough. I'm not good. My advantage was I was a quick learner, and so I could my results at school were very good. So that was not the problem. But I was not from the point of view of the teacher, I was not a nice girl, not a good girl. And this was, I learned that I had to do more than the other nice girls to achieve the same things, to get the same grades. And I always had to work hard for it. Okay, I knew it from my mother, and at school it was the same. And in my career, I had a typically career in advertising and marketing. And in my career, it was mostly men dominated work, but in my career I have to work much harder than everybody else around me to achieve same things. And I wanted to achieve, I wanted not to be in the same situation like my mother. I wanted a situation that I can afford things. I wanted to have a career, to get better jobs, to earn money, to drive bigger company cars. I was really focused on my career, and I wanted these things. Oh, switch off the mic. And this is what is really, really important for my whole life. It was very important for my whole life. I have to work hard to achieve things, and I have to work harder because I'm not a good girl. And I'm not good, and I'm not good enough. This is what a lot of women feel. This is what a lot of women really think about themselves. So when I worked hard together with my husband, and from outside, during the years, I took all the steps on the career ladder, and from outside, my life seemed to be perfect. I had a nice house, two beautiful, nice children, nice husband, nice company card, and I was head of marketing of a big company. So I earned a lot of money, and people were recognized that I had achieved a lot of things. But from the inside, it was that I had a poor health, that I had almost no perspective to change anything, no chance to change anything. And I was really longing, and it increased during the years. I was really longing for something that gives a sense to my life, to do something meaningful. But actually, I was stuck in this downward spiral. There's another one. I was stuck in this downward spiral, and we had a house. It wasn't paid. We were financially dependent because of mortgage. We had our children were in education. I had many limiting beliefs that I couldn't do anything else than I did, and that it's not possible to get out of this situation. And these limiting beliefs depends on what I told you before from my history. I'm not good enough, and I have to work hard. I can't stop, because otherwise everything would break together. And I felt all the years, I felt I have to be, I have to have a company career, I have to be on the corporate side. I'm not an entrepreneur. I couldn't do anything really on my own. I'm not good enough. And no chance to change anything. So I forgot oh no, I did it. Okay. And I was really stuck in this situation. And this is a situation of many women. Maybe one of you will find yourself in this story a bit, parts of it. Maybe in the limiting beliefs, in things which happened in the teenager or children's age and impacts your life till today. And the problem, the biggest problem for women is, and this is what I'm fighting for, is that they are financially dependent from their husbands or from their circumstances. And that they feel like I felt stuck, that they feel they can't get out of this situation. They have probably small kids or kids, maybe not the best education, maybe a bad job or a low paid job or a lower paid job as their male colleagues, no perspectives and no opportunities. And they are the opposite from me. They are good girls and they are quiet and modest. They haven't learned to be loud and to demand things, especially not for themselves. As a woman, we learn that we have to care about everybody around us, but not to care about ourselves. And a lot of women don't expect a lot from their lives. I think the mindset of many women is little trust in their own capability. They really underestimate themselves, and those limiting beliefs, I talked already about that, and they have a, how can I say, a needy energy. And I think, and you might know those women, you can see it everywhere. It is, no matter if it's in Germany, if it's in Cyprus, if it's in India, if it's where else, we have to have it. I think it is time for a huge change. It's a time for a change, because otherwise we can't help the world heal. I strongly believe that healing of the world is dependent to strengthen the female energy, to support other women, and to help that we women help each other to grow together, because otherwise we have no change to heal the world. And the good news is we can change everything. That's what I experienced during the last years. We can change everything, and we can achieve everything, almost everything we want to achieve. Okay, I'm not able to become the queen of the British Empire, but almost everything I can imagine I can achieve. And it is so important to tell every woman that it is possible. How to empower women? Collaboration, teamwork, empowering each other, inspiring and motivating each other, supporting each other, and growing together. That is the most important thing. I know that there are a lot of stories that people think women are fighting each other because of, I don't know, because to be honest, I have no experience like that in my whole work life. I always experienced women supporting each other. Only a few examples, not, but and it helped everybody to grow. And I think women support each other much more than men. And my personal vision is it to support as many women as possible to become financially independent, to become an entrepreneur, and create and empower more other female entrepreneurs. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to create. And what I said before, I'm really convinced that female strength and energy and influence is the only chance to heal the world. And if we don't support each other, there's no chance. And we have to teach our children, especially our female children, but maybe it is more important to teach our male children as well. But my way out of this job situation 6 years ago, I left the company at the 31st July 6 years ago and started being an entrepreneur together with my husband. At the 1st of July, he quit his job as well. He was in almost the same situation. At the 1st of July 2016, and we founded our company, became entrepreneur, and we are very, very successful in building and creating new entrepreneurs in network marketing. And I know there are many people who are really not feel good about network marketing. It was the same with me, but from a female side of view, let's leave the prejudices and look at the facts. That means there are no barriers and no limits. And this is the only branch with an equal payment. It is no matter if you are male or female, everybody earns the same. It depends on the success. It depends on your energy. It depends on what you are creating. You need no special education. Everybody can do it. Everyone can do it. It is no matter which age, religion, gender, color, besides children in the household. And this is the most important thing. You can create your own, you can grow up your own company with your children beside you, and without changing your life, without stepping out of your normal life. And then it can be a perfect, not for everybody, but it can be a perfect way to empower women to become independent. And for example, one of the most successful countries in my company is in Romania, which is one of the poorest companies in Europe. By far the poorest company in Europe. And but the most successful because of this fact. And for me today, my life changed. I have been living in Cyprus since last year, and I'm debt-free. I can live my life as I want to live my life without any pressure, in freedom, and I can focus on my mission and my vision that I'm that I really support as many women to become independent and to become successful in this. And the definition of success is very individual, because everybody can decide how much work if she wants to invest, and how much money she wants to earn. And yes, it's not for everybody, but it can be a chance. It is the best chance. And I'm so convinced that I really feel that I have to bring this good news into the female world, because if the women are independent, they are strong, they could impact the whole life and the whole people around them, and then we have the chance to attract others who want to achieve this, and to become a growing community of independent women, helping and supporting each other, working in teams, and starting to change the world. No matter which kind of business I want no matter which kind of business I'm doing, I'm really convinced that there is another way, another path, another opportunity for every single woman. We don't have to be stuck in a situation where our male colleagues earning more money as we, where our husbands are deciding how to spend the money, and we are not free in this situation. No matter which path I have chosen, it might be not the same path for everybody. It might be, you might find another path, but the message is, open your mind to see all the opportunities. There are many of these. I had to really overcome a lot of prejudices to take this way, but it was the best decision in my life after the decision for my husband and my children. It rescued my life, because now I'm free, and I feel I can do what I want to do, and I can do something meaningful. I can do something which impacts others' life in a positive way. So open your mind to see all opportunities around you, and maybe there are things you think they look not very, they don't attract you in the very first beginning. Look behind the scenes. Look if there's maybe really a chance for you to find your personal path, your personal way. Recognize and stop your limiting beliefs. We all have a lot of limiting beliefs in our backpacks. We don't have to be a good girl. We don't have to be modest. We can be loud. We can demand things. We deserve things. We deserve a free life. Be open to receive hints for new ways. Sometimes we can't hear or see them, or we don't want to hear or see them. But be open to receive these hints. There are a lot of messages the universe or God is bringing to us and is helping us to find our path into freedom. And believe, the most important thing is believe in yourself and forgive yourself. We have to forgive ourselves because females always want to be perfect. So we have to forgive ourselves not to be perfect. Because if we want to be perfect, we are stuck. We can't expand. We can't try things. It's always new, and maybe there are some obstacles and we have to take a step back and then another step forward in another direction. Trust yourself. Your inner voice will help you to find your personal way. I found my way. I'm so grateful. And I know this can be a way for many, many, many women. And I want to share this good message, but maybe it's not a way for every woman. So, but there is a way for every single woman. And let's together, if you made this step, if you achieved it, start supporting others, start inspiring and motivating others. But we together as a female community can grow, support, and help to make, to heal the world. This is what I really believe. And this is what my personal mission is, to bring this in the world. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to create. And it is very easy if we are willing to leave our position today and look around and see other doors which maybe are the right ones for you. So you can do it. I could do it. You can do it. And you can empower others to do it. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to share with you. And I really hope you enjoyed. And I really hope I could inspire you a bit with my story to think about other ways to empower other women. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. We are a small community, small group.
Your passion is very wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
This is what's so very nice. And I have a daughter in Vienna, actually. She's living on her own. She's living on her own and she has no siblings. And so this is one of the things that I'm very worried about, because she's a very good professional there. So what happens when my husband and I are no more? So she has to somehow find her feet completely and become stronger, you see, which she is becoming. She is becoming very strong. But obviously, God has placed her there, maybe to make a life on her own in a new place, in a completely different country to the ones that most Indians would visit, because we may visit UK or the USA, but Austria is a little out of the way for us.
you can't stay there forever. Or
she might because she's got a very good job. She's got a very good job, and she is working in a domain. She's working in a particular area of work which is not many people are very good with. So so she's working in that sort of area. So anyway, I don't want to talk about my daughter as such, but I'm saying I wanted to hear your talk, and I think it's a lot of passion that you've put into it, and these are certain things which I will share with my daughter.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to change the headphone to the
headphone so
headphone.
that you can hear.
Yeah,
so you could
much better.
Yes.
Now I can hear you much better. But I heard it. Your last sentence. I'm so sad. I didn't hear your last sentence.
Okay. What I said is that she is going to be on her own. Finally, when my husband and I are no more. But the thing is, the thing is to actually form a network. And she's already beginning to do that with other women.
Very good. Perfect.
There are many. And now I find that even amongst our friends, there are a lot of young people who are in their 30s or even early 40s who are not married. I don't know if you found that. And in India now, in the urban cities, in Mumbai, in Delhi, in Bangalore, there are a lot of single people.
Okay.
Not everybody lands up getting married. So it is important to form a network with other people, other single people, because that becomes your family.
Yes, this is a very good point, and it becomes your family, and it will definitely help you in situations where you are maybe alone in a foreign
country,
foreign city. Yeah. So it's so important. And my daughter, she had been living in Bangalore 1 year when she was 15. She went to school there, and she has
living in Bangalore for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she has a very, very, very nice family there. So there is a connection to India, and she loves India a lot.
Right.
And even in this situation, she found a family, but she had two Indian siblings, two sisters, and they support each other all over the world, because one is in Britain, one is wherever, and it is so important that they really support each other.
So what's happened with my daughter is she has joined the Anglican Church, which is the Church of England. And there are a lot of people there who are very, very nice, and they constantly meet. So I'm sure she will network. And this is the way the world will come together, I feel. Because there are the few that go out somewhere and make the rest of the world your family.
Yes.
Instead of staying safe in your own country. It's like you left Germany and you went to Cyprus.
Yes.
Cyprus must be so different.
It is actually very, very different. But to live here means, the people are, how can I say, the people are more open. It's another energy, another atmosphere.
More warmer.
Yes, much warmer than in Germany.
Warmer.
So and the weather is much better. So this is why I left Germany to live here. It's really a nice place to be.
More community.
We will come
more
to
of a
India.
Community.
My husband and we will come to India in November, and we will have some meetings to share our message and to share the opportunity for the people there.
Wonderful. Where are you going to come?
We want to go to Delhi, Kerala, Bangalore, and Mumbai.
Mumbai, okay. I'm in Mumbai.
So maybe
I'd be very happy to connect up with you.
I would love it. So let me, I can write my email address in the chat.
Yeah.
So there you will, then you can connect me.
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Send me an email.
Scentoftheworld.com.
Yes. And you can send me an email and I will respond and I will give you the dates where when we are, when our schedule is fixed.
Lovely. Fixed. All right, Sabine.
Thank you very much for joining this meeting. Thank you very much for being patient with me. And please share and strengthen other, especially young women, to collaborate,
young women,
and to stay together, because we can achieve a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, one of the interesting things that has happened today is my daughter is working with another woman who has had a baby for herself. She's a single mother, but she had this IVF and she's had a baby. She said, I want a baby. And so this is the sort of person who would therefore also be in this sort of thing that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
A single mother, no father, but you then get support from other women.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Sabine, thank you. Thank you for your talk.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Hi, Sabine.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And there are two other people joining us. Do you have any questions?
Hi, this is Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
I apologize, I joined late, but I heard most of what you said, and I really align with your purpose, empowering women. And it's really interesting that I heard your words today, because it's funny, I have a job interview this afternoon, but there's part of me that feels like almost like I'm giving up on my real dream because of this is more financially stable if I get this job. Mm-hmm. So just a little background on me. I've been a yoga teacher, meditation teacher. I'm an intuitive coach, energy healer. I'm a postpartum doula. I host women's retreats. So I'm very aligned with empowering women. But my biggest dream is to have my own holistic center. I'm from Chicago, actually, and there's really nothing in the area that serves the community. Well, I've been searching for the center and I haven't found it. So I said, I'm just gonna do it. But anyway, what you were saying about limiting beliefs and a lot of the limiting beliefs that go into doing it on your own has really crept up lately. So anyway, there's part of me that feels like I'm settling because of this job interview this afternoon. That because I'm afraid to pursue my real dream, that, this job interview, I've almost manifested to come into my life as safety. Okay. So I'm just trying to reconcile that in my head, because, it would be beneficial if we did have the extra income, because right now, I'm doing all these little side jobs, and it would help our family if I got something more, but I also don't want to live in this space of, the importance of money, because I know it's so much more than that.
Yeah. And giving up your dream.
Yeah. And I guess
I have to translate, you can hear my English is not the best, but I have to translate. There's one very, very nice word I always say in a situation like this. Let me translate it. Maybe I hope it is not stupid when it is translated. It is a word. Maybe you know Kurt Tucholsky. It was a famous he wrote books and things like this, and he said always detours increase local knowledge. Maybe it doesn't make sense. I hope it makes sense. But you know what I wanted to say is maybe you shouldn't give up your dream. Never ever.
Yeah.
Maybe you can look for women, for some others who have a similar dream, and create something together, so you don't have to do it on your own, to do it alone. Yeah. And on the other hand, you can, if it's important in this situation, you can take this job because it's maybe only a detour.
Yeah.
To realize your dream. You should never give up your dream. You should never forget it, even if you are on a detour. Maybe the detour opens up a perfect view, another perfect view, and another perfect opportunity to realize your dream.
Lovely. So, yes.
So this, I think, the most important thing, to be always aligned with your dreams, not to forget it, but maybe you have to take another step, and it seems to be far away, or the opposite way to achieve your dream, but maybe it's a shortcut. You don't know.
Yeah. Yes, right. The universe has its higher wisdom, you see. Yes. The universe has higher wisdom. So if you are so very keen on something, it may be actually taking you somewhere where it will bring you right back. Yeah. This is what Sabine is trying to say.
Yes.
It'll bring you right back, and it might bring you back with greater power. Yeah. And in a better way to manifest even more of a dream than you have. The dream you have may be small, but if you gain that local knowledge, as Sabine was saying, it might empower you to do more with that dream that you have.
Or it opens up other opportunities, whatever.
Other avenues.
But the most important thing is you have to stay with your dream, and you have always to talk to your inner voice.
I do.
Your voice is so strong. And if you feel, if you decide, okay, I take this job, maybe it's better with money, whatever. But you can feel after a short while that it will break you, you know? It will make you sick.
Yeah.
Then stop it. It is, you know, when I learned a lot during my own journey, I was so sick. And because of my own sickness, I found the path to my essential oils from doTERRA. This is the network I'm doing. It helped a lot. And suddenly there was a door. There wasn't a door before, but suddenly there was a door. And I saw suddenly an opportunity to really change my life into better. And it was the best decision after my husband and my children in my life.
Right.
So it is, I think what you have to do is believe your inner voice, follow your inner voice. Don't forget your dreams, never. And always trust the universe,
yes,
your higher self, that it will guide you. Maybe it is a detour, but it will guide you. There is a reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, there's no accident that this person called me for an interview, and it's actually somewhat aligned with my purpose. So it's not completely going backwards.
Okay.
I just really appreciate you affirming the detour and helping me remember that it's not giving up. It could be an opportunity, and and I'm not going to give up my dream. So
the lovely point, Sabine. May I interrupt for 1 second, Maureen? Just to say that it's a reality of our times that we need money, right, to survive.
Yeah.
We need money to survive. And so you need to have a job in order to make sure that whatever else you want to do, you can do it comfortably.
Yes.
So you cannot ignore this part either.
That's true.
You know, the materialistic part, because we are on an earth where we are half material and half spiritual. So your dreams may be in the spiritual realm, but you need to exist in the material realm, and you must be rooted there so that you have enough money to live on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I really, really, really needed to hear all of this. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you came, though it is a postponed meeting, and it is.
No, it was.
I really appreciate it.
Keen. I was very keen to listen to you, Sabine, and I was sorry that I missed it last time.
No, you don't miss it. It doesn't happen because we mixed up all the time zones, and there was.
It's all right.
It was confusing.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
Yeah, sometimes yes.
Sometimes yes.
So, dear Maureen, dear Jenny, dear, how's your name pronounced?
Virkar. Vidya. Vidya is not.
Vidya.
In Sanskrit, the name means knowledge.
Ah, okay. That's
Vidya.
That's nice. So it was I enjoyed it to meet you and talk to you, and thank you very much for joining this meeting. And you have my email address. If you need, Maureen, if you need kick or inspiration or motivation, please don't hesitate to send me a message.
I've got your email ID, sabine@scentoftheworld.com.
Yes. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sabine. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.